on.
It's so good to see you back at our live stream too. We are ready to go. We've done a whole... What was that?
I don't know.
I liked it. We've done a whole week of quarantining, of staying at home, of not being at school, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
It's going crazy. We are both extroverts, so it is not easy, and I'm sure some of you are finding the same. But you know, it's all good. But tell you what, I have been doing this week.
Yeah.
Watching lots and lots of things on the internet. I've been finding lots of things. I've actually mixed things up on our plan, but it's fine. Let's go with it. I've been finding things on the internet. I've been looking at stuff.
Yeah.
It's been very, very interesting. My phone, I've had to charge it like twice a day.
My screen time has gone up 45% since last week.
45%.
Like as much as that.
And that's mainly like on House Party, isn't it?
Yeah, House Party. If you're not on it, seriously, get on that app. Other apps are available, but
true.
This one is also very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been doing that. We did that in the same house. We had a house party last night.
The thing is, our Wi-Fi.
Oh
it's
man,
not good. It's pretty poor.
Oh my goodness.
So when you've got
the
Katie,
Wi-Fi is social distancing from our phones.
Yeah, it is. You got Katie, you, and me all doing it. It's not happening. What's your highlight been for this week then, man? What have you got up to? What has been good?
Well, I've been on lots of walks. Happy Friday, Mum. Love you, fam.
Jackie Elliott in the house.
So I've been on lots of walks. Matt, I went on a walk yesterday.
Yeah.
And I tried to be adventurous. You know, my Enneagram is a 7, and I love adventure. So I went on an adventure, and basically I tried to get over the other side of this stream that I thought I could make the jump, and I completely underestimated how big the stream was, and I just jumped in the river basically.
But I thought, like, if you believe you can do it, then you can do it. That's what it takes, right? You just got to believe in yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I was literally weighing up whether I jumped for about 10 minutes.
Wait, so your highlight of the week was falling in a river?
Well, it's just like a fun part of my week. It's better than like just seeing the four walls of your house.
It's true.
Okay, what about you? Apart from Disney Plus?
To be fair, Disney Plus. Anyone else on that? Disney Plus? Yeah.
Hello.
7-day free trial. So we've started that. But what we've also realised is with this free trial, you sign up and then you can cancel it straight away. So to make sure you don't forget to cancel it, but it still lasts for 7 days. But also, there's no limit. So we've worked out between me, you, and Katie, we've got 8 emails.
That is shocking. I'm not a part of this.
Yeah, he loves it.
I'm not a part of this.
No, you were loving. What was it we watched? Aladdin. You were all over it.
Aladdin, yeah.
So that's 8 weeks of free Disney Plus. But I would say my highlight would be I went out as well. We've been going on walks this week with you and with Katie. And yesterday, the weather was just lush yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was so good. So Katie and I were out, and we got down to the river near the end of North Highcombe, South Highcombe, that way, River Witham. And
just the what?
River Witham.
Okay, challenge number 1. Say that 5 times really quickly.
River Witham, River Witham, River Witham, River Witham, River.
That wasn't quick enough, but
sorry. Well, we got there anyway, and it was just lush. We were chilling, and there was this woman with her dog. It was like a massive bloodhound, really big dog. But
are they the ones with the big floppy ears?
It was just a really big dog. Okay.
So you said it was a bloodhound.
I think it was a bloodhound. I'm pretty sure it was. I'd have to Google it, but we're not going to do that right now.
Did it have floppy ears?
Well,
yes or no?
It was happy with floppy ears. Yeah, no.
Did it have floppy ears? Yes or no?
I can't remember that much detail.
But
that wasn't what I was focusing on.
Okay, but you saw this bloodhound,
massive dog,
a black dog.
Yeah, and you've taken me off. Anyway, it was having fun. The woman was throwing a massive branch for it, chucking everything. It was just having a good day. It was smiling, it was drooling, it was bouncing. Just made me feel happy watching it. And then she threw the branch thing into the river, and without missing a beat, this dog just went for it
straight in the river,
and just launched himself into the river, slapped his belly straight in. And then dived down, got it, came out, shook it all off. But he or she, the dog, just looked so happy. And I just thought, if I could match that dog's happiness sometime in my life, everything's going to be okay.
What's that song that we sing sometimes in church where it goes, it's House of the Lord, Dave's song.
Right.
Where the second line is, jump in the river,
Yeah.
and everyone goes, oh, and they go, jump in the river while the river.
So what you're saying is you should jump in a river this week.
Well, I've already done it.
No, but like full immersion, like baptism, full immersion into the river.
There's only one baptism.
Is there only
Oh,
one?
Salah.
Brilliant.
Um,
One more highlight then, Nick, from you, man.
Okay, another one that I've been watching every night is something called Quarantine Sessions. Now, my good friend Sam Milcham down in Norwich, who's a youth pastor and oversees young people at Soul Church, he has set up a DJ booth with his friend in their place, and every single night they are doing a DJ set called Quarantine Sessions, and it is literally such a vibe.
Sorry,
such a vibe.
I'm not ignoring it. It's just the fact that Ethan Williams has commented about 10 times.
I think his computer's broke.
Nick. Oh, it's catching. It's catching.
His computer's broke.
You have been enjoying your quarantine sessions.
Mate, I was cooking dinner yesterday, and it was just like on, and I was just bopping while I was like cooking up the last bit of pasta that we have. Jeez,
just enjoying yourself.
Yeah, man.
It's
it
good.
was wicked.
Nick's been sending that link out, so if you want to be involved in the quarantine sessions, then
get involved.
Then get to
please.
Okay,
It's
so
gonna go viral.
Nick, have you brought anything with you this week?
Should we do a bit of show and tell?
Show and tell, yeah. Why not?
That was one of my favourite days in school when it was
you were
show
a kid.
and tell. Yeah.
Yeah, your time to shine.
It's like an extrovert's dream.
Well,
So
what have you brought to keep yourself entertained, lucky, mascot?
So I bought a photo. That's not the photo. I've got the other side of the photo. It's not just a white screen. This is my cat from back home. This is the cat that my parents and our family have. This cat's called Mia, but we don't actually call it Mia. We call it Clinton.
Wait,
basically,
it's called Mia.
Yeah, it was not.
But you call it Clinton.
Yeah,
that's very different.
Basically, cats. Oh, I'm just gonna try and pop it on the screen.
Yeah.
Basically, cat head.
Just cover my face.
Basically, the cat, when it was little, obviously was a kitten, and my dad was having.
That's how it works.
You know when you have pets, you do like a silly voice. So you go.
Can you? Yeah, let's say. Can you show us, please?
I don't know. You just like go up to and go, hello, how's it going on? Like that. And my dad was doing that, and he accidentally, instead of saying kitten, he said Clinton, and then that just stuck. So there's Clinton, the cat, lying in a bush.
Great.
Cheers, Clinton.
There's Clinton. Did you bring anything else?
I've got another animal with me. I've got my goat. Yep. Here's your goat. This is a goat that my parents got me for my 21st birthday, and it was gifted to a village in Africa.
Oh, that's cool.
And now they use it, and they can get like food and milk and that kind of stuff from it, and make a living for themselves. So that's another gift that I've got, another item I bought this week.
Very good.
I've also bought, Matt, a magazine.
Oh wow! I didn't know you read.
I can read.
Yeah, and I didn't say you can't read.
I've been known to read. This is a philosophy magazine.
Very nice. Or is it?
Or is it?
Oh.
Yeah,
isn't that like the Alien night time?
I don't know.
Thing?
It's just got. I don't know. It's just got some cool stuff, cool photos in it.
Nick, they're literally ignoring us. They're just commenting, dye your hair.
I'm not.
And they're asking where Brian is. Where's Brian tonight? We've seen Mum.
Brian
Where's
is
Brian?
probably cooking. He said he's cooking tea. Look at that. It's a cool photo.
Great.
Or drawing. It's got some writing. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Or does it?
Great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Matt, what have you brought with you?
Well,
show and tell us.
Last week, obviously, we wanted to sow the seeds and the other thing, whatever it was.
Sow the seeds.
Yeah, we did the hats, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, the farmer hat
and
the police. Yeah, the sowing keeping the law.
So on the same theme, I thought we are venturing into something new. We're exploring something new these weeks, being on YouTube. So it reminded me of like the Old West, where Americans had to go out and explore a new frontier. So I thought this week we could both be cowboys.
Yeah, I think so. We could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gives you better yeehaw.
No, yeehaw. I don't think I've got a best or a worst. I think I've just got a yeehaw.
What about yeehaw?
You would be great at this, yeah. Yeah, man, it'd be good. These are actually not really from the West. They're actually from Disney.
Disney Plus.
No, I got it from
Free when you subscribe.
Disneyland Paris. Went to the Bill's Wild West show in 2018 with my family.
That's cool.
And you get hats, which is pretty cool. So
Matt, apparently you make a more convincing cowboy.
do I?
I'll take that.
Wait, someone said Farmer Lofts.
I will take that.
Okay, let's move on. What else did I bring?
Yes, Mum, I do always love a hat. When I was growing up, right, me and the boys used to go into like Top Man and stuff like as you do when you're a teenager, and I always used to try on hats and never buy them. And that was like my thing. So every shop I used to go in, we used to try.
That is how you spread coronavirus. Trying on all that.
Wasn't me. Wasn't me.
Okay, another thing I brought Bertus.
A dog.
Bertus the rhino. This rhino protects our front door, doesn't it? And it's near in our corridor.
Is that the one that you cuddle every night as well?
No, because I don't sleep by our front door. So this was Katie bought me this because this is pretty cool actually. I got to be a zookeeper for a day. I saw it out in it. Yeah. We went to Edinburgh on our honeymoon, and for like a day we were in Edinburgh Zoo.
Not our honeymoon.
No, mine and Katie's. And I got to look after their rhino and clean it and feed it and stuff. It was really cool. And
how do you clean a rhino? Like, tell us that. Is it like a
scarily?
Is it like when you do in the bathroom, like toothbrush?
With a lot of fear. I can't really. It was a long time ago. I remember feeding it. That's all I can really remember.
What did you feed it? A smaller rhino.
It was in a big black bag. It was like leaves and stuff.
You fed it as a black bag. You can't.
They're vegetarians, I think.
They don't eat black bags though.
No, it was the leaves inside the black bag that I fed them.
Oh, okay.
But it was huge. It was absolutely huge, but it was very cool. And I don't know if you've seen the comments. My mum just said, "I want Bertus." Every time my mum and dad come round to our house, they try and steal this. And you're not having it. So.
Hey Matt, have you seen this comment from Evie Payton?
I have. I like that one.
Matt,
get a dog.
Get a dog.
Amen.
Matt,
that's a prophecy.
Get a dog. Matt, get a dog. Come on.
I'll join in with that.
Matt, get a dog. Say Matt.
Hey mate, we've both got to go home
Matt.
tonight. Katie's there. She's the reason there's no dog, and she will just lock us out. So,
well, if she just wants something to lock out, we can always get a dog and lock that out.
If we get a dog, why would we lock it out though?
To keep your wife happy. I don't know.
It's a dilemma, this, isn't it? I would love a dog.
Maybe send us some photos of what kind of dog Matt should get.
Yes. I'd have any. A puppy. What's Lady the Tramp?
My dad is here.
Where is he?
Bryza is here. Can't get live chat on my phone. What about Toffee Tomato? Toffee Tomato was my first ever pet. That was my guinea pig.
That's cute.
And my brother called his guinea pig Ruffty Tufty. And so I wanted a double-barreled name. And my guinea pig was a toffee colour, so toffee was obvious. And tomato also began with a T.
Brilliant.
So Toffee Tomato was my guinea pig.
It's a good first pet, mate.
Rest in peace.
All right.
He's in a Nike shoebox in my garden.
dig it up with him in.
That was
the funeral.
The worst day of my life as a child.
Oh, as a child, okay.
Was when we had to bury him, and I wanted to pet him one last time.
Can someone pray for Nick, and then we'll move on.
And I touched him, and I didn't expect him to be cold.
Amazing.
And it was horrendous.
And I've got one other thing before we move on. And it's really important that when you, when you go to places, you have to sign in.
Oh yeah.
You got to make sure you sign in. So
Sign
I'm
in.
just going to sign you in, Nick.
Oh.
Alive Church.
That didn't work.
Yeah,
Alive Youth.
You wrinkled your
Alive Youth.
your head. So I'll do your hands. There you go.
Goodness sake.
Alive Youth. There you go. So make sure you stamp yourself in. Great,
mate. That's.
I think it looks good. It improves you. Brilliant. What about? So you've been on the internet a lot. You've looked at the quarantine sessions. What else have you found on the internet this week that's impressed you, Nick?
Yeah, well, there's this thing been going around called the Game Face Challenge. I don't know if you've seen it,
Yeah,
Matt.
Game Face.
And the basic principle of this one is people post a photo and then nominate other people to do the same.
Yeah.
And they post a photo of them playing a sport, playing some music.
Like children photos, things like that as well.
Yeah, baby photos of like just a funny face that you put in, and that's your game face. And so I put a photo of me refereeing this week, which was fun, and it was me really concentrating on the game.
Have you brought a photo to show us tonight, then?
Yeah, I can show you one from way back when.
Way back when.
And this is just one that I've saved onto my phone from when I was a child.
Brilliant.
Mum, you're going to like this one. If we can get, oh mate, this is not
That
working
light's
at
not
all.
up,
This
is it?
lighting is.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Right.
There
There
you
we go.
go. Hopefully they can see that.
Can you see that? There's me going. Can you see it's me yet?
Dunno.
Yeah.
Cute smile.
Thanks, bro.
I'll back you.
Yeah. Have you got one as well?
Yeah, so I've not brought a digital photo. I've brought an old photo that I found in my house. I thought it was appropriate for a game. Oh, Nick just dropped the light.
I'll get it.
So whilst Nick's on that, here's a picture of me. I don't know if you can see that very well. That's me with my godfather, Day when I was a kid. The big thing about this photo is, I don't know if you probably can't tell, but it's absolute gappy, muck gap face. I've got lots of holes
Are your
in my
teeth social distancing, mate? They're
Yeah,
about 2 meters
social
apart.
dis-
They are, those
Well-
front teeth. Look at them.
What I know about
Look at them.
What I know about this is that I lost all of my baby teeth quite young. I don't know the exact age.
Where did you lose them?
Yeah, I don't know.
Back of the sofa.
They just fell out, mate. And so like I had a small mouth but loads of teeth. So I had to have like 4 teeth taken out.
You have got a small mouth, haven't
Yeah,
you?
it's true. Yeah, and Beth, I was blonde. Yeah, I was blonde. I was actually blonde until I was about 11, 12 years old. Keel Markland, did they have cameras back in that day? Yep. Yes, yes, they did, Keel. Brilliant. Let's keep going, shall we? We would love you guys to send in your game face photos, but particularly baby photos.
Yeah,
we want to see
we
some
wanna see them.
baby photos from Alive Youth across all of our locations. So send them in to on Instagram, put them on your stories, tag us. We want to see it. So should we have a bit of a laugh? Should we do some dangerous things?
Yeah, I think it's time for some features and some games. We played some different, like, funny games. We've got an entry already.
First entry.
Lucy Mumby.
Lucy Mumby's
Well
game
done.
face. Lucy, I hope you didn't think you could send that to me without it coming on, but for all you people in Grantham, there is Lucy's game face for you. Brilliant. So something dangerous. So
Yeah,
as always,
danger. My one's still got egg on from last week.
I'm not sure if it's
thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Guys, we take health and safety really seriously here, so this is why we're in our high-vis jackets. Now, we have to. I have to remind you again, like I did last week. Do not, under any circumstances, try this at home, at school, at the park, in your bedroom, in the garden. Do not try this at home. It is very dangerous.
Don't really count if it's just with 2, does it?
It looks like 3 though.
Does it? Oh, should I just say it's 3? If I just keep my hands low.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. What's the feature then, Nick?
Okay. So this is a game called Applehead, and there is an apple right here, and there is a head right here, and there is Jonathan from Wyndham, the amazing youth pastor of Alive Wyndham. Well done. There is your game face. So Matt, are you focused? Are you with me?
I'm so
join me
focused.
again.
This game is. I don't know if I want this to happen.
Okay.
But
So we had a target last week,
yeah.
which was a dartboard.
Well, was the dartboard the target, or was I the target? Because I was very nervous. I don't know if you could tell.
Yeah, there's a great photo of you going. Looking like an
we
absolute
we
wuss.
actually did practice that beforehand, by the way, and I was just as nervous in the actual thing as the practice.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So this game, we're going to put an apple on our head, and basically, I'm going to use this other apple to knock off the apple that's on your head.
Wait, so you're going to throw an apple at me?
Basically, yeah, I'm going to launch an apple at your head.
So balance it here, and you're going to try and knock the apple off my head.
Yeah, so just a real simple game.
Okay.
So apple head. Yeah, I think. Can you see that all right? Maybe let's turn these lights up a bit.
I'm not sure about this. Why am I going first again?
Okay.
Are you doing this overarm or where from?
Wait, no, Matt, you go forward a bit. You go forward so everyone can see you.
Just trying to keep my head for balance.
You've got good balance, mate. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go from here.
Hey! Someone's commented food wasters. We're gonna eat these apples afterwards. Don't you worry.
No, we will. So you stay there, Matt, and I'm gonna throw this at you. And
Okay. I really want you to do this well.
Okay, you have to close your eyes as well, though.
No, I want to see it. This is
Close
so
your
different.
eyes. Great shot.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, the other ones. Yeah. Okay.
I got it.
So that's 1-0 to me. Nah.
Good catch.
Have I got to do it?
Oh, yeah, man.
You're gonna smash
You
me in
actually
the
did
head.
it. Right. Wait. Okay.
Hang on. Yeah.
Just get on your head. Okay. So did you do it
Okay.
with your arm?
I
Yeah,
did it.
like
I did
that,
it
or-
under. I threw it like that.
Like that.
Yeah. Oh, mate.
My head hurts.
I didn't hit your head though.
It hit like the top of my head as it hit the apple.
Be nice.
Oh!
Oh my gosh.
What a game! Should we do another round?
Ow! That hurt.
I got the apple.
Another round.
Another round. That's 1-1. 1-1. Throw it at the boomer. There's no boomers here. We're both millennials, Caleb.
I've completely
Nick is looking
misplaced
for the apple.
The other.
Oh, that's bright. We have lost the apple. Okay.
Surely.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
It went in that direction. What's going on? I have no idea. I tell you
Where
what.
did it go?
You keep looking.
I am.
Wow, this is entertaining to watch, isn't it? I bet.
Okay, wait, Matt.
Yep.
I think I found it.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. Whilst
it.
you're doing
You-
that, I'll just
you
tell them
put
about
this-
the toilet roll.
You put this on your head and
Toilet roll challenge. Who's beaten? Comment in. Who's beaten Nick? Nick, you got 10, didn't you?
Yeah.
So who's beaten Nick's score? I've seen a few videos. Saw a few bad videos. Josh Jenkinson, you got like half. You didn't even get one. But good try, mate. Okay. So you succeeded the first time. Please succeed the second time.
Okay. Ready. Eyes closed again.
My eyes
Are they closed?
Yeah.
Just lining up my shots.
Okay. Oh, I just opened my eyes. Sorry, I've just seen it. I've seen the egg.
What?
I've seen the egg.
I don't know what you're on about.
Nick Elliott, I've seen the egg. Throw the. Well, I mean.
Close your eyes.
Well,
Oh!
Ow!
I'm really sorry.
Oh.
I'm really sorry.
Now I've got to balance this between that wanting to win and wanting to hit you in the face with an apple.
Okay, but Matt, I actually didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, no, I'm going to
I
try.
literally didn't
Oh,
mean
that
to.
hurts so much.
I didn't mean to.
You so did.
I'm sorry. Sorry, Jane, for hurting your son. Oh, please be nice.
I'm ready. I'm aiming for the apple, I promise.
Please actually be nice. Matt.
Don't move. Yeah!
Oh my
2-0.
goodness.
2-1, sorry. So, you know what? If you want to try that with your dads and your mums, you definitely should. Yeah, the side of my head does hurt. I won't
Ooh,
lie.
that's a lump.
Is there? Yeah, that's probably just my head. To be honest. So,
Oh wow.
brilliant. Right, I tell you what. Let's move on to another challenge. So,
Yeah.
something we started this week, courtesy of Beth Jenkinson. She sent us a video in of her eating a full jar of gherkins, which is very odd,
Oh, no.
but that's what she did.
That's
Whole
minging.
jar of gherkins. And she did it in 30 seconds, and it was minging, and she didn't like it, but she did it. And we posted it, and a few people have sent us videos back of the challenge. The challenge is to eat something strange for 30 seconds. So Caleb got involved, and he sent in a picture of him eating, I think it was a digestive biscuit, but mixing it with ketchup.
Oh.
It's pretty minging. Yeah, but he did that. So Beth and Caleb, a few others have got involved. So I thought tonight, Nick, you and I could get involved. So I've got a challenge for each of us, one
Oh,
at
but
a time.
I hate eating challenges.
Yeah, I know.
Like they are.
You're allergic to everything.
I'm allergic to everything.
Marshmallows.
I never take part in eating challenges
Hot sauce.
because I nearly throw up
The air
at
you
everyone that does it. Either when I just
Well,
watch them.
I brought you this.
Oh
Nick.
mate, are you serious?
Yep.
That's I can't eat that.
Yeah, you can.
It stinks. Oh, mate, that stinks.
You come in the middle fist, mate, because it's not me they want to see.
Oh, no, I'm going already. Oh,
Do you want me to open it for you?
I'm going to be... Have you got some... I'm going to be... no, mate. Oh, mate, actually just nearly threw up.
Okay.
I can't... Oh, no, I can't eat that.
That side's fine, look. Right. Look, William Wagstaff, perfectly right. Go on.
Oh, mate.
That's enough, mate.
Okay, can I hold it?
Yeah, I don't want it. I'm not feeding you.
Can I have that bucket?
No.
No, please. No, otherwise I'll throw up all over myself.
Come closer.
Give me the bucket. Oh, mate, it stinks. What are you going to eat?
We'll come to that.
Oh, I'm crying
Come
already.
right in, come right in.
Look at this. I'm crying already. I'm literally crying, people. This is... I don't know if I can actually do this. I'm crying.
Right, let's count you in. Ready? Ready? 3,
No,
2, 1, go. Brilliant. You right, mate? You okay?
No.
If you're gonna be sick, come be sick in front of everyone. Wait, I'll try and show you him, guys. There you go. Here he is.
Oh.
There he is. Look. Yeah, mate. Beth Jenkinson, Nick, women go through childbirth and you can't even eat a banana.
That's been in the cupboard for like 4 weeks. Okay.
Lovely. Okay, well, yeah, well done. You took a bite out of it.
That is minging.
What have you got for me to
Okay,
eat?
Matt, you know I love cooking. Oh, hang
Yeah,
on a
you
minute.
love to cook.
I'm actually proper crying. That's so minging.
That was great. I mean,
I can't believe I actually did it.
just a banana, mate. And George, I've been in the cupboard for 4 weeks. Brilliant.
Dad, come on, Nick. Not exactly a bush tucker trial. It's banana. Something. It's not something from a kangaroo.
Dad's absolutely shredding you to pieces,
mate,
mate.
my tongue is like furry. Okay.
Dad.
You're
Okay.
having a go.
Yeah, it's fair. I'll go.
You know I like cooking.
You love cooking,
And
I don't.
there's some easy ways around chopping stuff up.
like cheating.
One of those is easy garlic, little squirty one.
Oh, like puree stuff.
Yeah. Another
I
one
hate
though
puree.
is easy ginger. Ginger's a little bit spicy. And talking of ginger, this tash is going ginger.
Okay, so
Matt, I need you to squirt. Well, I'm going to squirt some in your mouth.
that's weird. No,
Okay.
that's weird.
Okay. You
Brilliant.
squirt like a good amount in your mouth.
Oh yeah, like the good amount of banana you ate.
I gave it a good go. Like you've got to do like a good.
Just smell it. Smell it. Smell it.
Oh shoot! The badger. That is horrible. There's my banana sick. Go for it. That's nothing.
I was going.
Okay, go.
That is so disgusting.
You cried as well.
Honestly, I didn't even think it'd be that bad. Like it's spicy, creamy, and just awful.
Wow.
Thing is, Katie actually bought this for our house, I think. Or is this yours?
That stinks.
Oh,
Can we move on?
yeah. But I mean, guys, get involved.
Oh man.
My tongue is disgusting.
So annoying.
Get involved. Film yourself eating something strange and tag some friends. So I'll tell you what, tonight,
Yeah.
we've both done it. I'm going to tag Dan Hargreaves. I want to see you do it. Luke Wallace. I want to see you do it. And William Wagstaff. Let's see you do it. Who are you going to tag?
Okay, I'm gonna tag Richard Carr.
Good shout.
I'm gonna tag Brian in.
Brian.
Brian, if you're still watching, you're it, bro. And
Dan, you've been tagged, mate. There's no ways here. Come on.
So you've got to eat something weird. And Claire Wallace. Claire is always up for a challenge.
Yeah.
She climbed Mount Snowdon or something
Right.
the other day. So
young people
There you
get
go.
involved, film yourself doing it, and then tag 3 more young people to get involved. Caleb, you've already done it, so well done. You've tagged 3 people. Let's get it moving. Honestly, my tongue,
It's minging,
yours is
isn't it?
furry. Mine feels like it's growing inside my face.
shocking.
Let's move on.
Okay, so I think it's time for everyone's favourite feature of
This is not enough
of the
drink.
live stream. Guys, it's time for What's That Song? Oh yeah. So this is a game where you, the studio audience, have to guess the song that I'm singing.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to sing it properly. I'm going to sing it
Making noises.
making strange noises.
So you need to guess online on the comments the first person to get it, and you've got to get the song and the artist. First person wins the prize, which is the pride of winning.
Yeah.
The pride's a sin, so you don't want that, but still guess.
Apparently Brian's heading for the cat food.
Yes.
So, Mum, make sure you film Dad doing that, please.
Actually do that. Send it to
I would
us.
literally love that. Film
Right.
it. It'll probably end up being a selfie of Mum going, I don't know how this worked, but yeah.
Amazing.
you're
Song
great.
1 then, Nick. Give it to us.
Song 1. Okay, here we go. Of What's That Song?
Yeah, brilliant.
Okay,
There's absolutely no guesses so far.
what is that song? William Wagstaff, you are the winner.
No, he's not got the artist.
Who knows the artist?
Yeah, it's a real good point.
Who actually knows the artist?
Who is the artist? I bet my mum knows if she's still here.
Macarena by Macarena? Is
By
that true?
Macarena-
We don't
no.
even know.
No, it's not. That's not true. If someone said it, I think I'd know. But
Okay, song 2.
that's song 2. Your dad, Macarona. Brilliant. Song 2, go.
Song 2.
That's pretty good, Nick.
Okay, thanks.
someone-
Okay, what's that song?
What's
What
the
is
song?
it? What's that song?
I wonder whether they're on a slight delay to us because I'm still getting Macarona guesses.
A Macarena.
Sweet Caroline. But who's it by? Oh yeah. Oh, Tater Ain't Alex Taylor. We've got
Tails!
We've got the police officers watching us,
We are 2 meters apart, we promise.
and we came here just for work. Alex.
This is work
Alex gets
purposes.
the points. Well done. Sweet
Alex Taylor.
Sweet Caroline by Neil Diamond. Well done. Right, let's move straight on to song 3 then, our third and final song.
I don't know if I know the how this goes.
Well, if you don't know, we're not going to get it, are we?
Great. Well,
Have a try.
Oh yeah. She the head, she the head, she ha she baby ha he ha ha she baby he ha she ha she ha she da da he ha he ha he ha yeah she ba ba. What's that song? What is it?
What is
Matt,
it?
any ideas? Have
I-
you got any ideas?
I feel like I know, but I don't want to say it.
You don't want
'cause-
to spoil the thunder.
yeah, I know, right?
Wonderwall.
It
It's
is
not Wonderwall. No.
William Wagstaff, Mr. Brightside, The Killers. He's
Mate,
the
you're a
first one in.
keyboard warrior. You
Absolute
are.
straight in. Well done.
Talking of keyboard warriors.
Joshua
Christ,
Jenkinson, Oasis, Wonderreal. Good shout.
I reposted a video on my Instagram story earlier, Matt,
Yeah,
and it was basically
Joshua Ginger.
no good. Boris Johnson doing his speech the other day, telling us that we all have to never go out ever again, and he keeps moving his hands like that, and someone has edited the video as if he's got a piano in front of him, and so it just makes noise when it does that, and it's absolutely fantastic. So check my Instagram out. It was
Very good.
really funny.
Nick, I've got one last game for us.
Okay.
And I'm going to need you to put this egg in your mouth for it.
Are you mad?
Nope.
Why?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you some dad jokes.
Okay.
And if you laugh, the egg will fall out and break or break in your mouth. If you don't, it won't. So put that in your mouth.
Oh, mate, is this like, have you anti-backed this egg?
No, I haven't.
Do you want me to do it? No, that'll be even more minging.
Yeah, you don't want to put anti-back in your mouth. Just
All right, it'll be fun.
So I'm going to read some dad. Guys, send in some dad jokes as we're doing this.
Absolute egghead.
Yeah,
Dad,
send them
you've
in.
got loads.
Yeah.
Brian.
Send them in. Daddy Hargreaves, I'm sure you've got a few.
It's quite a big egg, mate.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Why is it white? Did you go to like Waitrose and get these?
They're from Morrison's, mate. Back today.
Okay, are you ready with the dad jokes?
I've got one ready.
Okay.
Ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, this is big.
Is it too big? I can give you a smaller one.
Wait, no, it's okay. I'm gonna try.
Maybe this one. Oh, is it in?
Or I'm gonna gag.
Get it in. Brilliant. Okay.
Oh.
First joke.
Oh.
I asked the surgeon, can I administer my own anaesthetic? And the surgeon said, go ahead, knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. No? All right. Is it okay? Ready? My boss told me to have a good day, so I went home. It's got a laugh. It's not broken.
What? Oh, there's egg everywhere!
That was Beth Jenkinson's joke on that
Goodness sake!
Why did the duck run onto the pitch? Because the referee called a foul.
I specifically like. Okay,
Sorry,
Matt.
I've got another one for you. Look. See, is that one?
Okay, this is the second week in a row we've got egg on the new carpet.
Put it in your mouth.
No. Matt,
I've only got to say 2 jokes.
you have a go.
I've got so many more jokes ready for you. Wait, which one's smaller?
Oh, mate. That egg is like
My mouth's too small.
in the carpet. You've got a small mouth. Okay.
I can't get it in. Okay. I've got to hold it in.
Okay, Matt. 7 has even in it. That's odd.
It could fit in, but I didn't find
Mate,
that.
put the egg in your mouth.
My mouth's too small.
Get it in your mouth.
That one's even bigger.
No, just use that side.
That's massive.
Yeah, but that side's smaller. Okay. Okay.
Wait. I'm falling backwards.
Can't do that one. Okay. What's the most?
I'm so sorry.
What's the most effective way to quit being vegan? Cold turkey. Yesterday, I was washing the car with my son. He said, "Dad, can't I just use a sponge?" Okay.
Oh, I'm so. This isn't working. I'm sorry.
What the heck?
I just won't. I just
Do
don't have
it. Just like dislocate your jaw. Are you? Oh no. Okay. Who can drink 2 liters of gasoline? Oh no! Who can drink 2 liters of gasoline? Jerry can.
Brilliant.
Okay, that's enough of that. We've had it. Oh,
I do love a good dad joke, but that wasn't good, was it?
No.
That was not good. Okay, let's move on. I tell you what, Nick.
Yeah.
Let's chat a little bit about. We like to bring things in, so we brought like the rhino and stuff like that. But I also thought it would be cool for us to this week to bring in something that maybe means something to us, something that maybe is a little bit more important. So I wonder, what have you got? What have you brought with you? My drawer actually. Yes. And what have you brought with you this week?
Yeah, so I
that means something to you.
Yeah, I bought something. Obviously, Clinton. Yeah, you mean something to me, even though you're the most boring cat in the world. This, ladies and gentlemen, is an enormous book. It's actually my very first Bible. Anthony Tanzer's Great to see, bro. And I bought this in because it means loads to me. I've got a really runny nose after that banana. I don't know what's going on.
It will. 2 minutes.
So there was a guy called Philip in church back in Bracknell, and he gave me this Bible. He just like came up to me one morning and gave it to me, and he wrote a message in it, which is amazing. And he heard that I didn't have a Bible, so he says this in the message. He said, "On hearing that you didn't own a Bible, I was moved to get you one. The Bible says that faith comes by hearing, and hearing the word of God, which is the Bible. So as a new Christian, reading the Bible can be a daunting task when it should, in fact, be a pleasure and a joy." And so he gifted me this Bible on the 13th of February, 2011. And it's like absolutely enormous.
That's cute. That's nice.
But yeah, it's amazing. It means loads to me.
That's really good, Mum.
Yeah. So Matt, what have you bought in something that means loads to you?
So mine's actually on a similar vein. I keep it in me and Katie at home. Kay and I have we have like a drawer of like things that really matter and stuff. So I brought a letter that was written to me. It was by my youth pastor as well, Nick. Back in, this is 2004, so he'd been with us. He'd been with us for a year, and he this is the guy that like came into my school and was like, "Hey, you've got purpose. Stop being a moron. Like, sort yourself out." And he was an amazing bloke that really like picked me up. After a year of him being our youth pastor and bringing me his church, all that sort of stuff, we went on a mission trip to Romania, and at the end of that, he was leaving to go to Manchester. He wrote me this letter in 2004. So this was 16 years ago, and I've always kept it because this guy he actually passed away a couple of years ago. His name's Simon Hans. Just an amazing bloke, really inspiring, and like to this day, he's apart from my family, he's the guy that's like had the most influence over my life. And this letter really means something to me. So so I'll read it out. So it's so back then, some people called me Matty.
I think we should bring that back.
We should not, but they also used to call me Lofty. So he's put Matty Lofty. I can't believe how much I've seen God doing in you and through you in just a year. It's been one of my highlights watching you grow, and don't think I won't still be in it if I seem far away, which is true. He stayed in my life. You're like a younger brother to me. So always know that I'm here for you if you need me. You're going to do great things, and great things that I've ever done. Matt Lofts, the academic, the sportsman, the winner, the warrior, the preacher, the leader, the encourager, the faithful, the child of God, the man of God. God bless you, bro. Gonna miss you. Love you, Sai. And left me some verses. That's amazing. What's really like the thing is like stuff like this. These things matter, and we like you with your Bible, me with letter. We remember these positive things. They stick with us. Now I got this at the age of 14, 15, and I reckon I've moved house at least 6 or 7 times since then. And it stayed. It stayed with me, and I'll always keep it and treasure it, and knowing that how much time and effort this guy put into my life, and how much it changed me. So I keep this real safe. It's really important to me. So
that's great. It seems like there's like definitely people in both of our lives who've like inspired us.
Yeah, definitely.
Like I've been inspired this week by loads of different things that I've seen online. I love seeing like our young people. If you're a young person who's involved in Alive Youth, like I've been loving just seeing you encourage one another with scripture and cheer each other on. I love hearing stories of people who are buying food for their neighbours and going out and helping people. I genuinely just love seeing people come together and actually put like their love for people into action.
Yeah, it's good.
And I've just been like properly inspired by that this week. So if you guys have any questions for us, you want to ask us anything, like now's the time. It can be about anything. So you can try and grill us if you want.
Something silly, something spiritual,
something silly, something fun,
whatever.
But Matt, what would you say your Friday night takeaway message for tonight would be? I
think one of the things I think is happening a lot at the moment, because we're so like, every time we chat to anyone, it's like, what's the biggest problem at the moment? And it's like boredom, right? So even though we've got score, it's boredom. And the problem with when we're bored or when we're alone, negativity like really creeps in really easy. Like we have negative thoughts about ourselves, negative thoughts about who we are and what we're capable of. And if we keep thinking about the same things, we just spiral, don't we? So like I know that there's some year 11s that are really worried about what's going on. and where they're going to be, and that's totally understandable. But it's really important that we don't like focus in on those little things. We have to look outwards, and David in the Bible is a great example of this. He'd be in situations where he'd go, either he'd messed up or the world around him was just absolutely going wrong, and he'd remember to sort of take time to have perspective and take himself out of that and control his thoughts. And I think for me, my takeaway for this week is we need to remember that either our thoughts control us or we control our thoughts.
Yeah,
so
that's
if we're
that's
negatively spiraling downwards, we need to take hold of that and say, actually, that's not the truth. What is the truth? Or if we're really stuck in it, talk to people around us, text people, FaceTime, and say, actually, this is what I'm thinking, and get them to bring us back and pray from it.
Yeah, I love that. And just as you're like speaking then, Matt, it just reminded of a scripture that talks about us making our thoughts, taking our thoughts captive and making them obedient to Christ.
Yeah.
And then also there's another passage in scripture that talks about obedience being our worship.
Yeah.
And so our thought life, just the way we think, can be worship.
Yeah.
It's not just about singing songs, but like the way that we think healthily and actively, like positive.
Yeah.
I think can be like an incredible way that we connect with God as well.
Yeah, that's really good. Should we go to some questions then?
Yeah, let's have a little look. Scroll up for me.
Yeah, so I've got there's definitely one here. Say Nelson wants you to say bogeys.
Bogeys.
Great. Leo Brotherton wants to know where his batteries are.
Your batteries are. You need to talk to Shay. So Shay, we did a game on Wednesday night with our Connect group. Shay led this incredible game called Quarantine Games, where Leo won a prize, which was a pack of batteries. We'll get them to you once this lockdown's over. Maybe we'll get them to you then. If not, then we can post them out to you. So.
Here's a great question from Jackie Elliott. How long is it going to take Nick to look like Tom Hanks in Castaway? 2047.
Yeah, it's going to be a long time with this ginger tash going on.
Any questions then, guys? Bring them in.
Yeah, scroll up. Here's one. What ways can you stay so positive even if you're having such a low day in this difficult time? Great question. So I think, my natural tendency is to be optimistic, which means to look on the bright side, think about the positives over the negatives.
Yeah, it's good.
And I think that's a helpful way to do that. I find that quite easily, like that comes to me quite easily.
Yeah,
but I think that what you listen to and what you allow to speak into your life in this time will really help shape your thought life. So if you find that you're having a negative day, then just ask yourself a few questions and about looking after yourself as well. Have you eaten? Have you drunk water?
Yeah.
Have you slept? Have you listened to something that has been negative? And are you allowing that to have a hold in your life? I think that's a great way to look at things. But looking after yourself is really important this time. I've found that I've got more rest. I've got more exercise. I've eaten better in this time, and I think that's done wonders for my positive thinking and just knowing that there will be an end to this.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Right. Side note on the Eat Something Buzz Cut, please.
I've considered it. Believe it or not, I've considered it.
Can you do it now?
No, I don't have any equipment on me, but it would take a lot of convincing.
So, Wacky Studios has asked, have you ever read the Quran? I have.
The whole of it?
Yeah, I read the whole Quran.
Have you?
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
It took me about 8 months.
Why?
It was just out of interest. I just wanted to be able to compare and understand from a different perspective. It took me a long time. Read it in English, obviously. So you lose some things in the translation. But yeah, no, really interesting. There's a lot of good wisdom in there. Obviously, for our faith, there's some things that don't quite line up. But yeah, no, it's good. It's always good to have a wide perspective and understanding of the world. So for me, that was just one of the things I wanted to do.
Cool.
Someone's asked, who's your favorite character person from the Bible? I think let's just take Jesus out, because obviously Jesus is the answer, because he is God and saves saved our bacon.
Character in the Bible.
So that person from the Bible, yeah.
I'm gonna say Moses.
I was gonna say Moses.
Ah,
Moses.
yeah,
Give me a second.
Moses.
Think someone else.
Just love his story. Love how like God was speaking to him and how he was a leader as well. He led like over 1 million people out of slavery, and I love that. I love how he heard from God as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would have gone with Moses. But I think someone else that's is really good is well, it's a bit obvious, but I like Peter for a different reason to some other people think. I think some people, when you look at Peter, what I like about Peter is if you actually like study what he did in his life, he made so many mistakes. And in the same way, kind of King David did, I guess, but he kept turning back to Jesus, kept learning from his mistakes and growing, and he went on to do great things. And he went on to do great things because he had those mistakes. And I think that's really important for our lives. But actually, when we make mistakes, we can learn from them. We can be better from them. But actually, when we think about Peter, when he stepped out of the water and he sank.
He did.
He did sink. I tell you what, he was the only disciple that stepped out of the boat.
Yeah, true.
And I love that. I think that's something we can learn from. Okay, let's keep going.
So one more.
Just loads about buzz cups.
There's one.
Is cereal a soup? Ask that one quick.
Well, that's a good question. Because soup is liquid and can have like non-liquid solid objects. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah. Here's a good question from Ruth then. So Ruth says, how can you ensure that the right people around you to influence you in the right way? I think the first thing there is the only person that decides who influences you is you.
Yeah.
And who we let into our lives, it does make a difference. And actually, it's important we look at and find wise people who have done it before us, people who are older than us, older generations, and listen to them and learn from them as well. But we also just have to be a little bit strong-willed and say, actually, sometimes if people aren't right in your life, it's okay to separate yourself from those situations. And I think sometimes we just actually have to do that and go, actually, this is a toxic environment. And sometimes you want to spend time trying to improve that, maybe and try and help your friends. But sometimes we just have to remove ourselves from those toxic environments, I think.
Yeah, I think sometimes you get a gut feeling as well about a situation or something like that. Like I know for me, like in different situations, you just get this gut instinct that's like, it doesn't feel right. And I think like a lot of the time that's a right thing to follow. You have to check it and make sure like that it is the right thing to do and it's not like leading you down a different path. But I think that sometimes you need to like follow your gut. Great. Well, we're gonna wrap things up pretty much there. We've been on a bit longer this evening, so we had some technical difficulties.
Yeah, to be fair, there was at least 5 minutes where nothing was happening. Nick, before we go, mate, give us. We've said what sort of my roundup, my thing for my takeaway message.
Yeah.
In 1-2 minutes, just tell us what would your takeaway message be for the week.
Okay. So I would say to you guys to make the most of every moment that you have. We might not get like ever in a lifetime a time where we have this much time around family and friends and the people that we live with, and really flexible working hours, school at home, all this kind of stuff. We might never get this moment again. So my takeaway message, Matt, tonight would be for all of us to just make the most of this time, make the most of every moment we have, and just start thinking about what's important. I jumped on an Instagram live video early with my youth pastor, Liam Parker, and he was asking me some questions, and we were just talking about the idea that this time, like, we're really, I guess, understanding for ourselves what's important. All these other things have been taken away, all the things that are normal to us, and our freedom, in a sense, has been taken away. And I think at this time, I'm realizing what's really important to me, I think, let's just make the most of this moment. Don't let it pass you by. Don't let boredom sap you of everything that's going on. Make the most of it. Get the most out of it. Just keep your head up.
Great.
Keep your head up. Keep going. We've got this.
just quickly, because Anna's asked a good one. She's asked about female role models from the Bible. There's loads of females. Anna and anyone else, two fantastic women that probably maybe not have heard of. I'd love you to look up. Look up Rebecca and Abigail, Old Testament in the Bible. Check out their stories. Abigail was a real peacemaker. So she's a very cool woman in the Bible. So look those up. Nick,
Great.
Before we go, mate, what is happening this week that we don't want anyone from Alive Youth to miss?
Yeah, so we've got church on Sunday at 10:30 a.m. You can log in at alivechurch.org.uk. And after that, we are dropping a podcast for Alive Youth.
Yes.
So we're going to have a chat about something different. So we'd love you to tune into that. Hopefully it'll be on iTunes, but if not, then it's on SoundCloud. We'll let you know all the details about that. But the podcast is on Sunday after church.
Don't forget also obviously on social media. So that's where you need to come for all of our info for church, for the podcast. But also I'm trying to get there.
It's easy for you to say.
I know, the podcast. But also, every single day, we are putting an Instagram TV video out on our social media. And we've got like 25 different adults, youth pastors, volunteers, people involved with Alive at Church, getting involved with that. Each day, we're sending out a little 3-minute video just to inspire you. We'd love you to get on Instagram, have a look at that, comment on it, tell us what you think, and just keep being inspired. Particularly if you're someone that's struggling with negativity or boredom, or like you're getting these negative thoughts. Hey, these inspirations will lift you, and they're definitely for you. So, Nick, I think that's us out, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Should we say goodbye?
Goodbye.
See you next week.
We love you,
and there's nothing you can do about it.
See you later.